Shalom from Kilat Birkat Shalom at Kibbutz Gezer. Over the last nearly 3 months, our sanctuary has become not only a house of prayer, but also a kitchen feeding soldiers, displaced families, medical staff, parents with young children whose partners have been called up for reserve duty, and many more. It's been a house of mourning for more than 17 people from the Gezer region, ages 20 to 61, in addition to more than 1,500 others killed since October 7th. A house of mourning for one of the founders of Kibbutz Gezer, our dear friend, lifelong peace activist, Vivian Silver. Over 2,000 people attended her funeral here at Gezer, including ambassadors, members of Knesset, Jews, Christians, Muslims. We continue to be a house of prayer, with prayers for healing of the more than 6,000 physically wounded Israelis since October 7th, and hundreds of thousands of us struggling with the trauma of what's been going on here. Prayers for the speedy and healthy return still of over 170 hostages still being held by Hamas and their partners. I hope it goes down to 150 or less by the time you see this. Prayers for families, friends, and communities of the hostages and of those wounded, and also for all those struggling with the loss of their loved ones. Prayers for the safety of our soldiers, my daughter Gabriella included, all our children, partners, family, and friends who are serving in the IDF. Our synagogue has been a training ground for soldiers and local security teams as we try to prepare for what could be next. Our synagogue has been a shelter when sirens have sounded, warning of incoming missiles. We've been a center of activism as we support our treasurer, Lee Siegel, whose brother Keith is still among the hostages. We're blessed that Keith's wife, Aviva, is now home, in spite of the fact that her home is no more. We've been a logistics center providing much-needed equipment for the more than 40 soldiers just from Kibbutz Gezer who are lacking some of the basic supplies that they need. And at the same time, we've done our best to remain a place of hope and celebration, hope and community, as hundreds of volunteers have joined to help with all these projects. We've still had several B'nai Mitzvah since the beginning of the war. We've continued our Shabbat worship with more people than usual attending, including several visits from our brothers and sisters from the Emmaus community of the Beatitudes, celebrating birthdays, new babies, anniversaries, and life. This week's Torah portion, Vayishlach, is about Jacob's journey and the journey that all of us are on. Jacob struggles. He struggles with himself, with his identity, with his beliefs, and with God, just as we all do. He emerges from this struggle changed, different, and our Torah emphasizes that Jacob is not alone on the journey. Family, friends, God, angels, and strangers are with him, holding him and supporting him, struggling with him. Even in the depths of his despair, he's not alone. God changes his name from Yaakov to Yisrael, one who struggles with God and a God who struggles with him. Your friendship, support, and concern over the last nearly 2 months has given us here at Birkat Shalom at Kibbutz Gezer and the Gezer region strength, reminding us that we're not alone. As we approach Hanukkah, the festival of light, we thank you for helping us through these dark days. Shalom.